Blackit family, Blackit family, Blackit family. This is Nyancho Kajabi, aka Juliet, from Blackit, the founder of Blackit. And as you know, Blackit is the channel dedicated to your relocation, repatriation, back to the motherland. This is a different kind of program. And the reason why I'm doing it like this is because I feel that we're in the dark. Generally speaking, as our black community, as our African people of African descent, people of the diaspora, I feel that we're in the dark. And I was supposed to do my live today, but it's almost like, I don't know when your spirit talks to you, if you know what I mean. It's almost like you have this intuition. And so I'm kind of following my guide. And I just had this thing to say, like, we are in the dark about so much about Africa. We have deliberately been kept in the dark. Yeah, there's so much going on that we should be invested in Africa. There is so much going on. There is so much potential, so many development opportunities. There is so many resources in Africa that we are not tapped into. And I feel like this is deliberate because there's been a facade. We've been kept in the dark. Just like this video, you can hear my voice, but you can't see me. And that's what I think is happening. And sometimes, like, when this happens, you don't really know, what's going on. And that's what they've done to us. So while they've been mining out and taking our resources, taking our land, I mean, Phil Scott talked about, he did a program about Namibia showing that 70% of the land is owned by 7% of the white population. How is that so? When there are so many of us. And what they're doing is they're making Africa look unattractive. They're making, Africa look ugly to us so that we won't be attracted to it. And I realised it's a trick. We've been hoodwinked. I don't know how much time I've got on this video, like on my phone, because I'm just recording this from my phone. But I'm just doing it because I feel like it's an important message. I need to do a wake-up call to everybody to realise the importance of us investing in our own continent. Other nations invest in their own continent, in their own families, in their own people, in their own future. When we're in the West, it's a false flag. It's a false flag investment. That's what I'm realizing. It's like, this like epiphany, like I said, that I'm having, like we've been kept in the dark, is because it's intentional. Because you see, if the takeover of Africa happens, where is our home? If this is happening in Namibia and other places, where will be our home? Because, when you look at some of the draconian laws that they have now for immigration, some of the draconian laws that they're introducing that, 2 strikes, you're out. And, you also got to remember that, yes, we have the Caribbean, we have these other places, which, of course, we were taken to and enslaved there. It is not the place of our origin that we came from. It was where we were taken to. And so what I'm saying is, and I'm going to reiterate that because a lot of people are confused about Blackit. I see a white channel recently do a program about Blackit. I don't know what the hell they're talking about. And they did some kind of, comedy skit on it. I was just like, you've got no clue. If you really want to talk about Blackit, you should be having a conversation with me. But anyway, that's not the point. The point I'm making is that they're hijacking Blackit to try and make Blackit something that it's not. Blackit is about Africans returning to Africa. Let me make it very, very clear. The exit of the melanated people, the exit of the original Nubians, the exit of us Africans, of us of the black skin, us of the sun, returning to our ancestral mother and fatherland, the place of the divine. Africa is the land of the divine mother and father, and that exists in all of us. I just want to say this and get this, out of my system. But we are in the dark. We've been kept in the dark. We have been hoodwinked. We have been tricked. We have been lied to. We have been deceived. Africa is the paradise. Africa is the heaven you perceive. Africa is the promised land. And if we do not come and claim our inheritance, if we do not come and claim our legacy, if we do not come and get which is our birthright, it will be taken and it will be overtaken and we will be forsaken. That's all I wanted to say. So sorry about not being able to do today's live, but like I said, I just feel like we've been kept in the dark, and I just wanted to say something and to get it out to you, because, you know, often enough, they made us, you know, hate our image, yeah? Hate our culture, hate ourselves. And, you know, they've distorted our history, distorted our stories, distorted our spirituality, distorted our sexuality, you know, making people hypersexualized, you know, telling them that anything goes. No, we have a code of conduct as divine African beings. And we have to start to come and stay in our divine code, not their karmic, nasty ways. Because that's why they pollute your mind in the West. That is why. That is why when you come here, certain laws exist to prevent certain acts. So all I'm saying is that, you know, we got to think twice about what is it we want for our future. Do we want to continue and to allow them to keep us in the dark? Or should we start spreading information? And should we start, you know, sharing the facts and truth about the promise of tomorrow? The future is Africa. It's the truth. It is the truth. Regardless of we want to admit to it or not, it is the truth. Our freedom is our inheritance. Our freedom is our legacy. We don't have to continue to be enslaved by their system. No, we don't. You have a choice, but they're trying to keep you in the dark and to keep you so enslaved, so engaged, so busy, so stressed, so full of anxiety, so full of mental issues, so full of other kinds of issues, work issues, financial issues, that you take your eye off the ball. So they're keeping you in the dark. They're keeping us in the dark. They don't want you to know that you can be mortgage free when they want to keep you in debt, and they want to, you know, have this niche around your neck financially. They don't want you to be, no, you don't want you to know to come into the light by coming into Africa. They don't want you to know that, you know, you can come here and grow your food. No, they want you to keep paying Walmart or Asda or Sainsbury's or Tesco or any of their brands. That's what they want you to do. They don't want you to know that, oh, there are African brands and banks and brands which have been around since time immemorial and that are credible and, you know, great institutions that you can invest into as an alternative to them. No, they want to keep you in the dark and act as though, oh, they're the only ones that are credible. No. It's not true. It's just not true. I want to spit the truth because they've been keeping us in the dark for far too long. They've been keeping us in the dark for far too long. It's time. It's time for us to come into the light. It's time for us to open our eyes. It's time for us to have clear sight, clear vision. Not live vision, but our own vision. We need to make sure that we have a plan. We have a plan for future generations. Because remember this, if they can corrupt this generation, they can corrupt the next generation and the next generation and the next generation. And that is what is happening now. If you allow your enemy to educate your child, you enable your enemy to pollute your child's mind, to distort your child's mind, to confuse your child's mind. And that's what they do. They confuse us. It's a trick. And they keep us in the dark. Continuously, consistently, and forever in the dark. We will believe any story they tell us because we have a problem. And our problem was caused because of the mind programs that they put on us from a long time ago to keep us in confusion, which keeps us in their illusion and in the dark. We have been kept in the dark. This is no joke. I'm serious. The more I thought about my epiphany, and when I woke up, the thing that came to me is, Juliet, you have to be of service. Nyancho, you have to be of service. And I feel that the main way I can be of service is by sharing this, is by sharing my voice, is by sharing the importance of this message. So I just want to say thank you so much for listening, and this is my alternative to the live. I want you to just think about what I've said, and if you agree with me, just let me know. Drop me an email, info@blacksithome.com. If you want to support us, you can via Patreon, and also you can via PayPal, and that's at bobcollective@yahoo.com. So we can continue to bring you programs. And remember, Blacksit is all about bringing you that repatriation land as well, so that you can repatriate home. We recently helped some people, to come home and to find a lovely site where they could set up and do what it is they want. And nothing gives me greater pleasure than to be able to do that, especially when we can make it affordable to you, to make sure that you can come and set up, and you can be mortgage free, you can be rent free, and you can be free. So that's what we do. And so, we have a lot of opportunities at the moment for 2024 to help you open that door, and to help you come home. Yeah, we are the beacon call, calling for you to come back to Africa, for you to come back. Right now, I am living in Gambia, and I love it. I've been living here for, it will be 5 years in 3 days. I want to say happy first of the month to everybody, because we're now in February. So, let's just do this. Let's not be kept in the dark. People can only keep you in the dark when you don't have right knowledge. People can only keep you in the dark when you don't seek the truth. People can only keep you in the dark when in those illusions where they try to fool you and trick you and lie to you. People will keep you in the dark because you allow them to. You allow them to. But those deceivers won't get the best of us.